Hi everyone! Welcome back to This Book Belongs to Pam. I have a very short window to film right now without having to use any overhead lighting, so we're just gonna get right into it. It is now April, which to me means that it is the start of the magical readathon hosted by G of Book Rose. In April is what we call the spring equinox, and it's basically kind of like the first term, first semester, however you want to call it, but it's just the time where we can start to take classes in Orilium Academy, which is this fictional academy that is part of the magical readathon universe, to figure out our careers. I have my character. I'm gonna link the video where I created my character and her traits, her what kind of species my character is. I did all of that in a separate video, which I will link below. My character's name is Kirin. She is an Iltirian. She is with the Archivist Guild. So yeah, this is gonna be her first time actually going to Orilium Academy. But I have thought about this. I have started thinking about this ever since last year. So I kind of have an idea of what occupation, what career I want Kirin to study for. So there's so many different occupations. G has everything listed in her Orilium, guide. I'm gonna link that below as well if you want to join in. For this year, this term, I want to try becoming a story weaver, but I also wanted to try to be a rift architect. I'm gonna focus on story weaver first because that's something that I've already thought of for a bit. It's kind of like me just jotting down some ideas of what sort of occupations I want. So the one that I want to do now is story weavers. So story weavers, they are mysterious people, and what they do is basically they have the ability to alter memories and use hypnotic mind control to make others follow their orders. Yes, character's goal in life, passion in life, is just learning as much knowledge, like ancient knowledge, modern knowledge, illegal knowledge, all of those things. My character just hungers for knowledge. So I thought being a story weaver is kind of like an interesting career choice because one, of course, my character can use it to source knowledge, gain access to knowledge that might not be, open to everyone. But also at the same time, my character is like the one that holds that knowledge, has power over that knowledge because she could just be the only person to know of this because she alters other people's memories, So it's a very interesting career choice for my character, and I think it will really be interesting in a sense of how my character will use it. Will my character, use it for good? Is she gonna be tempted to go over to the other side, to the dark side? I want to put my characters in interesting positions. The other career that I wanted is Rift Architect because Rift Architect can open portals for either themselves or others, allowing fast travel across Eldia. So Eldia is the entire universe. This is gonna be very useful for Kirin if she wants to just fast travel to all of the big libraries, to all of this hidden caves with relics and knowledge and whatever. So I think this is just very useful and complementary careers for my character's passion and goal in life. Before I can start reading books, I need to know what my classes are and what the prompts are for each classes. So like I said, I'm gonna prioritize the story weaver. The things that I need to study are art of illusion, inscription, lore, psionics, and divination. So those are 4 classes that I need to take. And for Rift Architect, I need to take astronomy, conjuration, spells and incantations, inscriptions, and psionics and divination. So that's 5. I'm gonna try to do all of those, which means I need a total of 9 books. So I'm gonna start first with Story Weaver. So we have Art of Illusion. The focus of the course is to disguise yourself. And the reading prompt is to match the clothes color to cover color. Now this is interesting because I'm thinking, do I need to match what I'm wearing now? Or do I need to match it while I'm reading it? Can I pick the book and then match my clothes to the book? So I think this is kind of more of an open prompt that I could probably not pick right now because I can be quite a mood reader sometimes. So this is the perfect prompt for a mood reader. So I'm definitely gonna be doing this other way around. I'm gonna find a book that I want to read, and then I'm gonna match my clothes to that book. So yeah, so right now I'm not gonna pick any book for that. The next one is Inscription. The focus is Glyph Flight. So I have to pick a book from my top/highest shelf. The next one is Lore. We're going to be studying The Legend of Dia, and I have to pick a book with a map. So this is going to be easy, fantasy books for sure. The last one is Psionics and Divination. We are studying Cloud Study 101, and I have to find a book with clouds on the cover or in the title. Let us pick the first book for my Storyweaver career. First prompt, which is The Art of Illusion. I'm not gonna pick one for that because I just have to match the clothes to the book, so that's gonna be for mood reading, Pam. Next one is Inscription, book from my highest shelf. So as you can see here, this technically is my highest shelf. Like, see, that's my highest shelf. But this one are my Full Metal Alchemist books, and I'm collecting all of them to do one big like read through of the entire manga, so I'm not gonna do that now. And then this one, these are more of my like reference books, design books. I have some books that I've read before, so I can't really pick anything from this actual top shelf. But this one, a lot of books that I haven't read before, so I think I can pick my Inscription book from this shelf. Okay, so what do we have here that I have not read? Our Violent Ends, Gallant, Queen of Nothing, fourth book of Chana Silang series, Smaller and Smaller Circles, Seven Dials Mystery, Jane Eyre, How High We Go in the Dark, Dekada 70 or the 70s, Five Little Pigs by Agatha Christie, the third book in the Chana Silang series, another copy of Smaller and Smaller Circles, Milkfed, Magnolia Parks, and yeah, those are the only books that I have not read in this shelf. So what do I want to read? I actually think, because I've been wanting to read this book for so long, like I have tried to read this book every month since January and I've only read 20 pages of this book. I think putting this as part of my TBR is going to really push me to just read this book finally. I think this is gonna be my first pick for read a book from your highest shelf. It's Dekada 70 by Lualhati Bautista. 2 more to go? Yeah. So next one is Lore. I have to pick a book with a map. So this is quite easy because, you know, fantasy books, they all have maps. Right off the bat, the thing that I'm thinking of is The Wicked King by Holly Black, this one, because I'm pretty sure this one has a map, right? I read The Cruel Prince, I think, in January, and I've been wanting to continue it. I just haven't had the chance to do so. Please, okay, it has a map. So this is an option. So let's see, Legendary is here, but does this have a map? I actually don't know if this has a map. Oh, it has a map. Yeah, I have to check my Libby. Hold on, let me check my Libby and see what books I have on hold. So I have City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. That for sure has a map. Yeah, I think I can pick one of those later on, but those are my options for pick a book with a map in it. Next one is Psionics and Divination. I have to pick a book with clouds on the cover or in the title. I actually have 2 books that I can pick for this one. One is How High We Go in the Dark, so we have clouds all over it, so that's one option. And then the other one has cloud in the title, which is Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. I've been wanting to read this for quite some time now. I want to read this for actually a different video, but it could be an option for this one. So those are my 2 options for that prompt. Yeah, I think I have it covered. So the book for my Storyweaver calling is this 4 books and also this 2 Kindle books. Okay, we have picked our books for Storyweaver, but now because Kirin wants to have 2 callings, I need to pick more books, but this time for my Rift Architect calling. So for Rift Architect, I have to study astronomy. We're focusing on the eclipse effect this term, this equinox. And I have to find a book with 2-letter E in the title. Next one is Conjuration. We are focusing on spirit binding spells. And I have to find a book recommended by a friend. The next one is Spells and Incantations. We are focusing on magic missile spells. So the target length of the book that I need to read is 389 to 415 pages, which shouldn't be difficult. I think a lot of books are within this range. The next one is Inscription. Again, it's the same one in Storyweaver. I have to find another book from the top shelf, so I have to read 2 books from that shelf. And then the last one is Psionics and Divination, clouds on the cover in the title. So I have to read 2 books with clouds on the cover or in the title. Let us find books for my Rift Architect calling. The first one is Astronomy, 2-letter E's in the title. What I have in here, I don't know what I want to read with 2 E's. Actually, you know what? One of my books from earlier, Legendary, has 2 E's as well. So maybe I could switch this. Since I have other books for the Read a Book with a Map, so maybe this one could be my 2 E's. That could work. That could totally work. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna pick The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue because I'm already gonna. This is already in my plan because I'm doing it for a video. So I think I'm just gonna stick with that one. I'm not gonna make it too hard on myself. So that's gonna be my 2 E's. I have it here. Ta-da! The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So this is gonna be my pick for Read a Book with 2 E's. Okay, next one is Conjuration. I have to read a book that is recommended by a friend. So for this one, I have actually smaller and smaller circles. So this was actually gifted to me by Pam from Pam Shenanigans. It was for a book exchange. There was supposed to be a vlog on its own. So All's Well is actually a book for a book club. So I could kind of say that it has been recommended because it's, you know, part of the book club. So it's somewhat recommended to me by Jamie, like unofficially. So that could be an option as well. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do All's Well or Smaller and Smaller Circles. Those are 2 options already, and I think one of them I'm gonna be in the mood for, so that's fine. Okay, the next one is Spells and Incantations. So I have to pick a book that is 389 to 415 pages. Okay, this one is a lot harder than I thought. Okay, I have to check the page counts on Storygraph. Let's see. 384. What's the number that I need? Okay, 384. No, 389. I can't use this one. Hold on. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna find a book. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I found a book. I found a book that is between 389 and 415 pages, but it's going to be a reread for me, which is fine because I wanted to reread this as well for last month, but I didn't just have the time. Vicious by V. Schwab. So I have been wanting to read this again, and I think this will be the first time that I'm going to be reading it physically, so I can do my tabs and stuff. This one has 397 pages, so that is definitely within the 389 to 415. Vicious. Wow, I did not expect this to be that hard. Wow. Okay. Okay, next one is Book from Your Highest Shelf. So we're back here. Let's see, that is for my Inscription class. I think I am gonna go with, should I go with Milk Fed maybe? So Milk Fed, what is this about? I have no idea. It was on my top shelf. I really love the cover of this one, so I'm gonna put it in my pile. Okay, last one is Psionics and Divination, clouds with cover on the cover or the title. So I'm just gonna pick either, because this is the same prompt, so it's either gonna be Cloud Atlas or How High We Go in the Dark. So I'm definitely gonna be reading those 2 books. Okay, I'm done. That was a lot more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. So this is for my Rift Architect calling. Those are a lot of books. If you are also joining the Magical Readathon, let me know in the comments what calling you're trying to get for this Equinox, and yeah, that's it. But I'm super excited for this readathon, and I'm very determined to actually finish it this time. If you are interested in, you know, seeing all of my future videos, especially for this readathon. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. I am really working hard to try and get at least 2 uploads per week. That's sort of like my dream. And yeah, every little like, comment, subscription from you guys just boost me and give me like that needed sort of serotonin so that I can really push myself to upload 2 videos a week. So yeah, thank you again for being here and happy magical readathon. I will see you in the next video. Bye!